Hey everyone, hope you're all doing well. I just thought I would jump on to YouTube, discuss a few things that have been going on recently, and some stuff that's a bit more like important or like close to heart to me. So basically what we're going to do is just the same old drill, is I'm going to walk around and talk and show you guys the fish while I talk, for the simple reason that this thing I have to talk about doesn't really have any visual aids, and it'd be more fun to look at some fish rather than just look at me sitting there. The only thing I will say quickly is, yes, I'm aware this tank is filled with cyano. It's a very new tank, and I don't really care that much. Like, there's, I don't know if you can see them, but like right there, between those two leaves, there is a baby brevis, and there is another one. Oh, he just moved. And there is another one. There's like a few baby brevis. I don't know how many, but I've seen 3 at a time once, so there's at least 3. Whoa. I hate it when it does that. I wish I had a better camera. But yeah, I just thought I'll show you guys some stuff and talk over it. So basically what I wanted to talk about is, some people will be aware, some people won't. I'm not going to get into it, but there's a lot of like rumors and like, you know, drama and like all this other, like, it's very like, might get me cancelled, but there's a lot of like high school crap flying around the fish industry at the moment that I'm not going to get into. But basically I just want to say, everyone just needs to calm down, and you know, I just hate it. But because I was talking to a friend about this drama and badness the other day, just like as a, you know, as friends do basically, and what kind of, it got me thinking about what am I doing, and like why am I doing what I do, like in relation to the shop, in relation to like social media, in relation to like some other stuff I'm doing personally, like all that, like what am I doing? So I thought it might be quite useful if I jump on the old YouTube machine and potentially talked about why I do what I do and what it is I'm trying to do. I don't know, like some people will believe me, some people won't. Doesn't really matter. I just thought it'd be good to show people. So basically what I'm trying to do is like the whole, I guess it goes back to what is the Aquarium Project, and what am I trying to do around, oh sorry, this is so messy. I hate it. I'm such a messy guy, it's too much. Mid-water change on these guys. But yeah, basically what I'm trying to do is like, I just want my sort of, I guess, dream or goal or the project is, I just want more people keeping fish, having success, having a good time, spreading the joy that we all know is fish keeping. Obviously we all love fish. Like, if you don't, you're probably not going to be watching this video unless, you know, your partner's dragged you along, in which case, howdy, how's it going? Let's get a fish tank. But yeah, I mean, I think there is too much, more generally speaking, there is too much negativity floating around in the world. You know, like, obviously life is tough, the world is tough, and I'm very sort of cognizant of that. But what I wanted to do is, I just wanted to kind of build a space where people can come. For me, it's the shop. People can come to the shop and, you know, look at fish tanks, have a coffee, read the books. There's like, you know, we got all the fish books and stuff, obviously, got to stay on topic. But people can read the books and focus on what they want to focus on in that. And maybe have some time out and kind of just spread joy, I suppose. Because basically there's too much non-joy floating around. So that's going to be a weird cut, but basically what just happened was one of the employees just came in needing something for a client, so I had to get that sorted. And I was in too much of a flow to start this video again, so we're just going to carry on. But yeah, basically the idea is just, I think, sort of, I don't want to use the word safe space because that has too many sort of negative connotations in the minds of a lot of people, but like just a good place and spread sort of goodness, because I mean it is a bit of an overarching thing for me, is there is a lot of sort of industry practices that I have seen floating around that we won't get into in this video, but things like the stability or like the bottle bacteria scam, we'll call it, or like the filter cartridge thing, or like a few things like that, where it's like people aren't getting people are kind of getting taken for a ride, and obviously I don't want to see that. And people, it means that not everyone is able to sort of enjoy aquariums in the way that I know that aquariums have brought a lot of benefit to my life and like myself personally. So basically that's kind of the idea, and I just think I just wanted to kind of discuss, that's a lot of what I'm about, and like what I'm trying to do is spread this goodness and this joy and like good quality fish, and like it goes very sort of broad that I can't go into every single little aspect because, you know, we don't have all day. But yeah, basically that's kind of the idea. And I would very much like for just general sort of people, like customers or viewers on social media, or even just like random people, like if you have no intention of ever buying anything from me, but you have an idea for, I should have thought of an example before I started the sentence, but like, I would really love it if someone could start, you know, well, a podcast about fish, for example, in New Zealand, just because I only use that example because that's something we've already done, shameless plug, but I mean, it's one of those ones where it's like, if there's stuff people want to see, or, you know, I'd like a video on why cartridge filters are bad, or what's the deal with bottle bacteria, or trying to get good information, or not even good information, just like talking about stuff that people don't tend to talk about, like, you know, maybe fish quality, or like culling fish, or something like that. I'd very much love to be able to add that value to the hobby. I'm going to say in New Zealand, although long term, probably like globally, but you know, I live in New Zealand, so that's where we're going to start. I'm going to show you guys the dry products as well, because I've had a fair few people asking me like if I can do videos about them or like stuff like that, so I'll show you the dry stuff as well. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of the general thesis of what I'm doing. And yeah, so I mean, this is all sparked by some not good stuff that I don't want to get into and I don't want to be a part of. But I guess my message to the people who are knowing who they are, I suppose, is that, I mean, we all just keep fish tanks to have fun and like for enjoyment and like, you know, for the feng shui, or like because you love plants or because you love fish or whatever. I'm also trying to whip the camera around way slower, so if you notice me going slower, that would be why. But yeah, I mean, we all have our reasons for keeping fish, and I would like to think that drama and you know, catching each other out and like all this other bullshit is shouldn't have said that, all that other bad stuff is not a part of it. So I think everyone just needs to calm down and focus on the goodness and the good things that are around, that we all come to enjoy when it comes to the fish keeping hobby, and you know, all that goes with it, be it aquascaping, or be it breeding, or be it propagating plants, or whatever. Like there's thousands of things, I'm sure, but basically I would like to think that people would like to focus on the good things that are around. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of all I had to say, is, you know, good stuff is good stuff for a reason, and let's everybody try and focus on that. And that's very much at the core of what I'm trying to do with the Aquarium Project. And so if anyone thinks of stuff that is, you know, good stuff that you'd love to see, or that you would love to be a part of, or anything like that, then that I could potentially help with or facilitate, or, you know, any of those sort of things, definitely feel free to let me know in the comments on Facebook. You can email me, you can ring me, you can come visit me in the store, you can, I don't know, send a pigeon, all this kind of thing, and I'll keep an eye out. But basically, yeah, that's all I had to say. So yeah, I'd also like to just take a quick minute to say thank you guys for the lovely support that we've been getting recently. Been super busy in the store, been, you know, super busy with the servicing, been getting heaps of new servicing clients. The podcast has been getting great support, the YouTube, the Facebook, all this kind of thing. So I just wanted to say thank you. I'm very grateful. And yeah, if you haven't already, please, oh, this is the part that's gross that I don't like, but if you haven't already, please like and subscribe and follow and review and all that other good stuff, because it really helps me out. And even if it's bad, like if you want to say, oh, I hate this thing that you do, like this whipping the camera around thing, oh, I hate it, stop it, tell me, otherwise, you know, I don't know. So yeah. Ooh, that is such a gross pimple, oh my god. Okay, I should have checked that before I done the video. But enough waffling, I'm getting distracted, I'm getting silly. I got too much energy, I should probably go do some work. Thank you guys very much, and I'll catch you in the next one. Love ya.